Welcome to Dollar Cost Crypto, baby. The Redpill lines are in the house. The mint's closing. The Fed's printing money. The banks are going under. The federal income system is being activated as we speak. But first and foremost, the most important thing to save your guys yourselves is share screen, man. Crypto Mindset Q2 is going live April 21st, man. For 5 days, and this is the first time we've done a crypto mindset course in over 6 months. Classes will start May 6th that afternoon at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the schedule will be released pretty shortly and stuff like that. This is an important course because we're gonna be buying a lot of the coins that haven't pumped yet, and going over the Pulse Chain launch. We are more than likely going to have the launch of Pulse Chain within this quarter. About damn time. Super happy about that. We're going to be talking about how to yield farm, what not to yield farm, what coins to hold for snapshot, what is a snapshot, and everything in between, as well as a ton of webinars to get you from A to Z and get you, wheeling and dealing in the DeFi space, get you on all these optimism and arbitrums. And if that doesn't make sense, then, well, join up. What are you waiting for? But make sure to leave your email address right here, and you will get the email link to you, and you'll be able to get into the course right away, because literally, let me tell you this, man, 5 days and it's gone. That's it. You can't get in anymore. So without further ado, man, take me down for 1 second. I got one last important thing to tell you guys, man. The $1,200 stimulus checks are coming. The central bank digital currency is being launched right now. The Federal Reserve is launching their federal instant payment system right now. You got to prepare. So without further ado, man, rug the banks, exit fiat, buy crypto, ascend. I'm with the Redpill Lions founder, Rocky, man. What's up, G?
What's up, gentlemen? How's it going?
What's up, man? Shoot.
Feeling good, man. Ready to rock. Stream's been good. I've been following all your last streams and soaking up the knowledge. So yeah, ready to rock. Things have been good, and been working my ass off on a lot of utilities. I got a lot of stuff going.
Got you. Damn, son. Is it chilly over there? I heard it's like freezing, dude.
Dude, when it's getting a little bit warmer, but when you were out here, it was, I think it was one of the coldest days we ever had. And you were like, dude, this isn't Vegas, man. Yeah, it's been cold out here, but it hasn't stopped us from continuing to work. The studio's been nice and cool, so when we bring in guests and girls and everything for our podcast, it's been really good. But yeah, our mint is closing April 3rd, and we've just been preparing for the mint to close with all kinds of setups for post mint life in our collection and community, and things have been good. The co-owner, Kevin Savo, he's sick today. He's got some kind of strep, so I am dolo.
I told him to stop tonguing those girls, bro. I told him. But he don't listen. Man doesn't listen, man. He loves these hoes. He loves these streets, man.
Yeah, first thing he did before he found out he got strep, he's like, "Should I get tested?" I'm like, "Well, let's see if you got strep first, and then you can get tested." Yeah, he had like 104 fever or some shit.
Oh my god, dude. Dang, that sucks. But yeah, man, for you guys who don't know, we are actually we're filming a movie right now.
I don't think you've spoken about that publicly, huh?
I haven't spoken about that publicly, but right now we are filming a Red Pill movie right now. Funded. It's being casted right now, and I think we got auditions for it in like New York, April 15th.
Yeah, we're going to New York City on the 15th to do casting. Yeah, so the main thing we're casting in New York is the lead female role.
Yep.
And yeah, it's gonna be a fucking whirlwind up until we get shooting in May, and we're in pre-production right now. Kevin Savo wrote the script, and we're working with Miguel to create a really awesome motion picture that is going to do really well. The script's top notch, and the cast is going to be even better.
Definitely, man. And we're going to be doing premiere once we have it filmed and everything. We'll have premieres all over the United States and stuff. I think we're going to do a Miami premiere, a Las Vegas premiere, maybe an LA premiere. I don't know. And I think you're probably going to do a hometown premiere, I'd imagine.
Yeah, we'll do a Connecticut premiere as well, because we made our first feature film probably 2 years ago, and that took us 3 years to shoot with I think it was a very small budget, and that was more like resume material to get us started. But we've really learned a lot on set of that film, and it did us well with being able to really have a full defined picture to show to other distribution houses. And then we made connections through that to the point where now this movie, we have all the utilities or everything we need to be able to make a full film that can go on theater runs and have you a part of it and be a co-creator of. And I'm really excited to get it going, and I've been grinding that script, and the script is phenomenal. I'm not going to announce the title of the movie. I'm going to leave that up to Miguel and Kevin whenever they decide to do that. But yeah, so after Mint closes, on top of all the Redpill line stuff we have going on, we're in pre-production for the film.
It's really, really exciting, man. We've been kind of working in the background to do a lot of stuff. We're basically building a Red Pill movie studio, which is really cool, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff for the Red Pill and really entertaining stuff. It's not going to be very preachy sort of shit, but it's just like we're just getting sick and tired of watching narratives, man. The dopey dad. The guy's an astrophysicist, or he's a rocket scientist, and he's like, oh man, like I'm so dumb, and then the kid's dumb, and the little sister's super smart, and then bitchy, of course, and then the mom knows best.
Yep, dude, I had Rolo on the podcast, and it never clicked with me why a lot of films turned me off, and a lot of it is because that red pill lens and that notive of men have to become and women just are is one of the main reasons why when you watch certain films it doesn't really click or resonate with you. Like, if not because my name's Rocky, but if you watch Rocky, you watch this story of becoming through adversity, and you watch, for example, what was that new series Marvel put out, She-Hulk? In the series, from the two clips I watched, the Hulk had to become, and he had to go through all these different trials and adversities of battling that inner demon inside of him and trying to control it. And I think the series started, and she's like, yeah, I'm a Hulk now, and I can control it, and everything's fine. And there's no becoming. Same thing with when they put a female for the lead in Star Wars, and there's so many different films where it just needs a red pill lens, and that's what a lot of people and a lot of the males that don't really get tailored to as a consumer base, they yearn for that, because women are the number one consumer base, especially for entertainment. So they're just steering everything in that direction, and it's not quality entertainment.
Yeah, that's sort of I wouldn't say a Mary Sue and stuff like that, but basically, yeah, she got basically the whole, because I actually did watch the whole series just to double check that for 1 second, and basically the whole thing is I basically am not crazy, so I have control of my Hulk.
Yeah, she just was yeah, I just got it, no becoming, I just got it. So without a story of her becoming, she's just in an office twerking with her colleagues or some shit. That's the only things I've seen from the clips.
Yeah, it ended up saving itself a little bit and stuff because it's kind of comic relief because like that whole thing. But I mean, but still, it's yeah, it's a little ridiculous, man. But dude, man, I can't believe it's finally over, man. The mint's over. I guess you guys are gonna pack up your bags and leave, man. So what's next after you're out?
Yep, it's time to just abandon everything. No, yeah. So, with life after your mint closes for an NFT project, one of the main things you have to do is continue to provide value, whether it's educational value, physical value, or life experience value through your utilities after the mint. So that's
Right.
how a good project is able to flourish for because one of the main things when you invest in an NFT project, I feel like a lot of project devs don't really talk about it, is one of the main reasons people are investing is because they want an ROI.
Yeah.
So being able to prioritize now the return for our holders and being able to take, like, I've had utilities. If you don't know what utilities are, so if you guys don't know about NFTs, it's basically like added perks to holding it. So instead of just buying the NFT and getting rid of it, you have that added perk of holding where you get a bunch of different experiences or free tokens of appreciation from that brand. But I've had utilities cross my mind that we've set aside for months and months now. That's like, this is something where it's going to drive so much hype. This is specifically for post mint. So we can prioritize the holders gaining that ROI. And even through the minting ending, like, so the day after our mint ends, one utility we've been teasing for a while is this right here. It is the brother to the Cold Approach cologne. This is called Lion Frame. And I have the first one right here. And I'm sitting next to like 46 bottles of cologne. So this was our first cologne that we sent out just for holders. And this is our second one. So this is a winter fall fragrance. This is our spring summer fragrance. So yeah, behind the scenes, we've been maintaining these utilities, but I'm so super excited to show everyone what we have post mint, because that's where I've kept the bangers for post mint.
Right. That is really cool, man. So basically, so how much does it cost to actually mint a red pill line right now?
So the ETH price has always been 0.09, and right now with where ETH is at, when we dropped, when we dropped in May of last year, it was around $250 and USD, and I think right now it's hovering around 161.
Right.
But yeah, so that minting price has been the cheapest you can get it, other than for a couple non-rare ones that maybe skid under the minting price on OpenSea.
Right.
But now that our mint is closing, the reason why projects have to close their mint and they just can't keep an open stock all the time is so that price can rise. And now when we close, people are going to be like, oh, I want to hold on to these for these utilities. They're getting more scarce because the scarcity is involved now.
Yeah.
And with rarity involved, there's certain NFTs that will be way more. And yeah, so that's going to keep our our floor price on OpenSea high. So the only place you'll be able to get them is on OpenSea.
Yeah, so I do believe that the NFTs are going to start rising in value because, like most things, most people are not selling their NFTs. So whatever's in the open market, it doesn't take that many purchases for it to start, for the floor to start rising quite substantially and stuff. So, pretty much, I kind of think, I mean, this is just guesstimate, but it probably go to like 12% of Ethereum pretty quickly, once the mint closed. Because then, have you guys discussed about talking about that event you guys were planning to do just yet?
Oh yeah. So what we were doing was we were trying to plan this for April when the mint closes, but based on you guys just hearing about, it makes it easier for me to explain why we're going to push it back till around June, is because after the mint closes, we're going to be obviously still doing utilities, but prepping for pre-production for the film and then filming the film in May. So it's going to be in June. And based on speaking with Rolo and speaking with you, Rolo wants to try to have it in Vegas. If it can tailor into his schedule, it's going to be a Vegas location. And then a lot of people will be able to come out that are content creators. But yeah, we're doing a Red Pill Lions holders meetup, like celebration party for the mint closing. And all you need to get in is a Red Pill Lion NFT. If you don't have an NFT, we're going to have to talk about some other ways to get in. But that is your ticket to get in, is a Red Pill Lions NFT. So yeah, that's something I've been meaning to do for a while too, because we've brought holders out where it's like maybe 3 here or 2 here or 1 here for specific events. But a culmination and a celebration of you guys, the community, being our holders, where everyone could come, I'm really excited for.
So you guys are basically throwing a giant party.
A huge party, yeah, but it's going to be
cool.
It's going to be many different aspects of live music and events and like tables set up and like a lot of free shit too.
So you guys gonna be performing thought mommies and all that stuff right there, and then
I didn't think about us performing, but I was thinking about asking the holders if they want us to do thought mommies for the one time. We'll do it.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. I mean, like, if we're gonna,
we're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to, man. You're gonna have to, dude. So I had another question too with that. I heard through the grapevine that maybe Rolo might be playing with his band, maybe.
Yeah, that's the idea. Basically, what we're gonna have to work out with them is scheduling because obviously his bandmates have to be around and available to do that. And I think one of them had a kid recently or something, so like obviously it's a little bit tougher for them. But yeah, the main course of the night will be a trial of Ascension performance. So if we can get that to work out, that's the main goal, trying to get the whole band schedule intact. But if it's just Rolo and we have to do something else, we'll figure that out. But that is the main goal, and that's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, and I'll be there, of course. So will Charlie and stuff. So we'll be at the event as well, and then also we're gonna be throwing an event as well, but that's to be determined as well. So it's probably gonna be deep in the summer when we have our.
I got to
event.
make it out to your event this year.
Oh yeah, don't worry, man. We're gonna throw a big ass party too. I mean,
Yeah, the footage from your last one was crazy.
Yeah, we threw like a 3-story mansion party. We had bartenders on every story of the house and stuff like that. We had mermaids in the pool. We had trapeze artists. We had live DJs. We had like craps tables and poker. I mean, it was fun, man. And then that was just the party itself. That wasn't even talking about the weekend and all the guys going out the whole weekend. So man, sheesh, pretty beautiful, man. And actually, let me look real quickly where we're at in the price. You share the screen for 1 second. Let's see where we're at right now. Yeah, I think we cracked like $29,000 Bitcoin the other day. That was freaking awesome, dude. And we're at $1,800 Ethereum again, which is crazy, man. And of course, it's 69 cents, of course. But Hex is at 9.1 cents right now. Damn, son. Shout out to my Hexagons, man. We're doing pretty good right now. But yeah, man, things are looking up and stuff. It looks like we're going into a nice bullish week and stuff. But you can take the screen back down. But do you wanna share your screen and show like the website and stuff for the Redpill Lions?
Sure. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I gotta lean this computer a little bit further.
Yeah, for sure.
Share screen. Host disabled. Participant. Screen sharing.
Moment.
You're good, brother.
I hope it works
share
today.
Your screen. No. Yeah. Let's see if we get it going. All right, let me try. Yep. Bang bang. Yeah. Share.
Oh, hold on. Let me move it over here.
But hey, man, does the chat have any questions for the show, man? Shit, I'd love to hear it. I mean, what are you guys thoughts on this and stuff? Honestly, I really do like this NFT. I think it's gonna end up doing really well, and it's gonna start having more and more demand because I think the red pill is gonna start getting really red hot along with the crypto sector and stuff, which is awesome.
Alrighty, so I've got everyone's screens here.
Beautiful.
Alrighty.
All right, so
toss it your way.
Cool. All right, cool. Boom. Yeah, guys. So this is our Redpill Lions website. So we have a live mint counter on the top of the screen. There is 4 days, 11 minutes, and 6 seconds left till the mint closes. And the mint will be closing at 11:59. It's going to be 12 a.m. on April 4th, but basically 11:59 April 3rd. So that is your last chance to get one. And it's very simple. If you've never minted an NFT before, or if you've never seen our website, our homepage displays the display of Redpill Lions. And then all you got to do is hit continue and you find our minting page. Easiest way to do it if you want to mint an NFT is connect your wallet through your browser. But there's a how to mint video if you never knew how to. And other than that, you can check out our roadmap. Our roadmap shows you where we started, where we are, and then where we're headed. And one of the most things I'm excited to getting through this closing sale is we're going to do a men's mental health donation in the future. So I want to find the perfect foundation to donate to. That's not like a scam that just takes all the money. But and then, yeah, one of our main assets in the NFT is our utility. So if you guys ever want to check out all the cool stuff we've done and stuff we're doing, we've flown holders out to Las Vegas, Miami, and I can go through the whole list, our Cologne, and there's still stuff I got to update as well. But this is our main hub for a lot of information as well as our Twitter, guys. Follow us on Twitter at Redpill Lions NFT. Yep. We post on here daily. We give out a lot of cool stuff often. And our main one, let me take it right here, is Discord.
Definitely. And then be sure to in the video you guys are watching right now in the description box, I got links to all the Instagram, the Instagram, the Twitters, as well as like Kevin and Rock's Instagrams as well in there. Yeah. So somebody in the chat actually said, like, Adam Rowe, this is my first NFT. Do we register it somewhere to get inside the community? Question mark.
Yes. So is my screen still shared?
Oh no.
Pop it up.
Reshare it.
Yeah, pop it on 1 second. So listen, in our Discord, this is our welcome page. Basically, all you gotta do is join our Discord, and all you have to do to be able to access utilities is either one, if you mint it, we will see the notification of your wallet address and we can verify that you own it, or just post a picture of it in your wallet and where it says shown owned by me, and then you get a holders row. Like this is holder Michael. He's a super holder. He has 10 lions, 5 lions for when you get that to that. It's like badges for like when you get to certain numbers.
Got it.
This role right here, RPL holder, will get you any utilities. And basically, anytime we post about a utility, all you have to do is speak up and say, hey, I'm interested. If you have a holder role, just let me get your address and we'll send you out what we have. Or if there's like an event or something like that, we tailor to you. But yeah, that's all you need to do to get a Red Pill Lions utility.
Yeah. And let me say something as well, that I have not been paid for this. I literally have bought all my Red Pill Lions. I do own quite a few. I'm not going to disclose how many I own, but I own a lot. I own a bunch, basically. So, yeah, I just minted all mine, basically. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. And
you got some good pulls, yeah.
Yeah, I got some good pulls, for sure. But yeah, dude, this is the last chance to get in, because after this, I think the prices are going to start spiking up because there's only one place to get them. It's open.
Yes, sir. And one thing I'm excited about too that I haven't spoke about, that I'm only going to briefly brush over, I'm not going to give you guys the full details, is a lot of people think that after the mint ends, we're only just going to be providing utilities. There's some things that we're going to be tying into our smart contract, like a new thing you can do with your NFTs that we're going to be announcing in the future. So that's something I'm really excited about. So on top of utilities, we're innovating the brand, we're innovating the actual technology of the NFTs, and there's going to be a lot more to do with your NFTs than just hold or sell and then gain utility. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming.
No, definitely. And I wish I could say what we so yeah, there's some cool stuff that's going to happen for the holders of the NFT as well and stuff. So definitely. And almost let it slip. Holy shit. Never mind. I'll just keep quiet. I'll keep quiet. You know, hey,
you're good, brother.
I'm just saying, man. It's gonna be good to be it's gonna be good to be a red pill holder, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Them lions.
Yeah, because these lions, if you're a part of our community, we try to prioritize the community in general of being able to enjoy the experience in the NFT space. Because obviously with crypto, you can deal with coins, you can deal with NFTs. We want you to enjoy the NFT space to where, like, I promoted a project that I've seen a lot of our holders are also in this project. It's called OK Duck Yacht Club, and they are a community that actually has an identity like ours. So when I see other communities and other projects that do it right, I have no problem supporting them. So when we for our holders and our lions, we want to prioritize a community where people can co-create, people can get along. And a lot of our utilities are where you come and you act in some of our series. We have a series called The Adventures of Savo.
Say that. Wait.
The Adventures of Savo.
The Adventures of Captain Savo.
Yes, The Adventures of Captain Savo. So basically, my older brother, who is a phenomenal script writer, we have a web series where we have a lot of Red Pill content creators in it, where he plays a fictional crime-fighting simp, like a police officer. And it's a comedy. It's a hilarious series. And we've had holders act in it. Shout out JTC Tech Pro. He was one of our holders that we had in the series. And his episode is stocked with Red Pill content creators like Hotep Jesus, Alpha Villains, Lucario, and a bunch of other people. So... But yeah, with the community, like seeing people in our Discord get along so well and co-create with each other and help each other out, whether it's in the gym or in finances, the community aspect is something I prioritize so much. So going forward, that's something that we're going to maintain and innovate on.
Beautiful, man. Now, the one cool thing that me and you've been talking about in the background a little bit is, you know, over time, you know, with the funds generated from the sale of it, I mean, growing that. So you guys can do more cooler stuff, right? And that's kind of the whole point of the NFT for is just to, you know, you get this Ethereum, and then basically from there, you know, you invest it into places, grow it, and then you're able to do more, like basically fly more people out, maybe start funding entire web series or books or movies and stuff like that, and kind of keep pushing the culture back and stuff like that. I mean, this is something you actually talked. I think originally, I mean, you guys were working with Rolo basically on this, right?
Yeah. One of the main conceptions was Rolo was very interested in a Red Pill documentary, and that is something that when we were talking about how to reinvest these funds in the correct way, we didn't want to be able to amass capital to just like, hey, let's go buy a car. Hey, let's go buy a house. We want to put it back into the project, but not only the project, back into the community. There's some people that aren't into crypto that are in Red Pill. There's some people that are in Red Pill that aren't into crypto. where we wanted to be able to provide a value to this brand where it's two halves of two different worlds. It's the red pill and the crypto community. So on top of ways that we can innovate for crypto, we can also innovate with the red pill community and shine it in the correct light. And whether that's through a web series like Kevin's doing, or a documentary like Rollo wants to do with us,
Right.
or any type of, we have an idea that's a post-mint idea where I'm not going to give out all the details, but out of this community, and not just by the heads of it, a red pill book being created. I'll explain details later, with the community. So being able to create for the red pill, but also envelop everybody in it that's a holder to help us create and mold this,
Right.
will also paint the red pill in the correct light. And it's basically used in the correct light of what it's supposed to be for. It's not something that people say is dangerous. Like, oh my God, you can't say that, that's dangerous. When you really see how dangerous it could be when people aren't in this space. Like, you see people that do terrible things to whether women or themselves. Were like, the first time in my life that I ever got a text through Discord that, hey man, your community saved my life, was crazy to me, because I remember being around Rollo so much and hearing people text him and message him and see it on his lives like, hey, your book saved my life. And the fact, I know it sounds weird, but I got that message twice from two different people, and I'll never forget that. So it's a space that definitely helps people, and if I can give back to the space, that I would love to, and that's what we're gonna do.
Dude, that is sick, dude. And let me tell you, that's actually really important sort of thing. At some point, me and Charlie will be doing like a crypto documentary as well, and showing what crypto really is, the crypto mindset stuff, and kind of go behind the scenes on like both our lives, as well as like what it actually means to actually be in the crypto space. But let me tell you this right now, like, you guys understand how like, if you actually search up the Red Pill, it's some beta bitch movie about some women called the Red Pill or something, right? So we if we don't write our own history, they're going to write it for us. So if we've got to band together over time and make, like, I think it's really cool if Rollo ends up doing the documentary, and we help fund it and stuff, and then we ended up rolling it out and stuff. You know, we'll get behind the scenes between us, Rollo, you know, the what's called Fresh and Fit, all the stuff, like Donovan Sharp. If we get the whole Red Pill and stuff like that, you know, all documented right now and stuff, this is a moment in time. Like, I really believe that this is kind of like we're in the middle of Woodstock or something, like we're in some special moment right now. It's not over yet, but we're like in the middle of it, and it's like we're going to look back 15, 20 years from now and be like, holy shit, I can't believe like what we did, what we transformed the world. And there's gonna be a lot of grifters for sure trying to like say like, oh, they were a part of it, or you know, they're really like behind it and stuff like that. So it's like we have to really like push. We got to really push to do this before it gets bastardized and stuff. So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on that? I mean, how would you go? Because I mean, how would you guys go into like maybe actually filming that and stuff? I know this would have been a perfect question for Kevin.
Yeah. So to stem off what you said, then I'll answer your question. Like, if you don't have control of your narrative and other people do, you'll never be able to. Because in one way, it's kind of like a movement, but another way, it's like, to grow a space in the correct way, you got to be painted in the correct light so that people are open-minded. And that's why I feel like even you guys doing a crypto documentary is so important, because it's not only that you guys are making a crypto documentary, you're making a crypto documentary about people that use it in the correct way, that do it in the correct light. So that's what's needed. But with the Red Pill documentary, obviously Rollo and Kevin will be the masterminds behind it, but it would be a culmination from when I've spoken with Rollo and Kevin about it over Zoom. We've planned it out. It's a culmination of diving into the lives of the content creators, Rollo doing a brief history on it in the correct way, but also like seeing it in real world applications with people, whether it's an interview in their house or how it's changed their life or how it's helped their family life or how it's helped their finances. Because a lot of people Red Pill, they think Red Pill is just the female aspect of it. Like, oh, you can't get women. Here's a Red Pill. Now you can get women. A lot of it is about being on your purpose and building yourself into someone that actually can attract women, but that also associates with you just becoming a better person, whether it's your finances, being in the gym, or your mental health. So you can dive each one of those sections on my fingers into different sections of the documentary, where it's like how these men have built their finances and how these men have opened their eyes to different avenues of finance, or how these men have got off their asses and got in the gym and got healthy. Because at the end of the day, if you're out of shape, it's an unhealthy way to live and you can die. And like, even mental health being one of the most important things, where A lot of people don't have a father in their life or a male figure in their life to show them how you have to live as a male. And it saves lives in so many different ways, financially, mentally, and physically. So it's something that when we dive into it and you really get to film it and see it first person, it's going to bring you to tears almost, so that when you put it on screen and you finally have this final product of what is needed for the community, it's something that's going to stand the test of time as well, and also shadow what a random woman's documentary perspective of is the red pill, because all they see is a bunch of dudes on this box that's called a computer, and they say, oh, they're weird, they're on the computer. No, it's a community of people that support each other. And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people have never played a sports team and had a community around them to mold. It takes a village to raise a man. Some people grow up by themselves. So sometimes you need a village.
No, definitely, man. And then this is kind of why we've created the Citadel, baby. So make sure to join up.
Yes, sir.
But that is true. Like it starts with some documentaries, and then dude, it could be like 8 years from now, 10 years from now, we literally could be having a movie of like it could be a whole red pill movie where, it's just showing like a day in like let's just say like it's showing a Fresh and Fit movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people in the background. It literally, I'm serious. Like it's that serious and stuff, because we literally kind of like a motion picture of what's happening at the Red Pill in like a year from now, 10 years from now, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the year 2024. Things are going crazy in crypto. Everything's going insane. Fresh and Fit are like going bananas, and then we have actors for everybody. It'd be really interesting being being in our 40s or 50s, seeing some 20-year-old kids playing us and shit. It'd be pretty insane.
Yeah, because it's needed. Because, for example, I don't know if you ever seen the interview with Jordan Peterson and Piers Morgan. Have you seen that?
I think, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Did you see the end where so Piers asks Jordan Peterson, he's like, okay, we're gonna wrap it up soon, but so Piers, let me ask you a question. So and so said about you that like you're like the unprofound like leader of this red pill like incel community, like where all of them are basically despicable in many ways and basically losers that sit on the couch and don't do anything. Are you a leader for these people? And he teared up and was like crying because he was like, well, God, like I thought we were supposed to help people that needed help. And I don't know why I got to be like bastardized for being a part of something where I can help build people and make their lives better. Right. And so a lot of people really, really think that like, if you're an incel or if you have problems that you just don't matter, and the way they speak about you, and to be able to be a part of a community that helps people, it's not only fulfilling for you, but like, to see somebody grow and see someone have their life betterment, it's something where it shouldn't be bastardized. It shouldn't be a negative thing. And watching Piers in that interview like tear up, it really hit me. So that's why the like documentary stuff like that is needed, because not people are unaware.
No, I totally get that and stuff. Like now, time to grill you a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right, listen here, asshole. So obviously I don't know who the fuck you are and stuff like that, but what? So no. But all jokes aside, man. Like I mean, once the mint's done, right? The mint's done basically in 4 days. It's said and done. Obviously, probably a couple days to make sure everything is like accounted for and stuff like that. And then from there, like what's the next step? Like where is Red Pill Lions going from there, and how are you going to continue on? Because like that's one thing that we like. I mean, you have to, with an NFT project, is you have to keep cultivating it. You have to keep growing it, and you have to keep doing more and more stuff. Like, can you explain like what's next on the roadmap? I mean, I think you talked a little bit about maybe making a donation to like a men's health organization, but like as for like the NFT and the crypto side, what are you planning on that?
So the NFT on the crypto side after mint. So the mint closing April 3rd. So one of the main things we'll be doing is once we close the sale, the minting button will be removed from the website. And then after we go through that process, the main priority in the month of April is to slowly start executing our plan. So we have a full calendared out list plan for the end of this year. And so through this plan, we have utilities that are going to build in momentum. So the first month of April, as we close, celebrating the mint closing, sending out these will be our first utility that we handle the day after we will be selecting and sending out the Lion Frame Cologne. So that's going to be our first thing. And then as we head into summer, the only time where we're not going to be creating utilities, running our podcast, and bringing on great guests. Like in April, I don't know if you know who Jesse Lee Peterson is. Jesse Lee Peterson is coming to the house.
Okay.
He's doing a podcast with us, and through our content, not only our utilities, we are going to be able to bring in more people and direct them straight to OpenSea for our holders.
Wow.
So the main goal is to prioritize bringing people up. So our content is going to be going through the roof. We have a lot of guests lined up. We have a lot of cool series lined up, different things we can do on our podcast that we have not announced yet or deployed. And so through that first month, we're already implementing a first step of our plan. And then going into May, the only thing that we're going to have a hiatus for is May 1st through the 20th, where we're going to be filming our film. Right. So through that date, I'm going to be setting aside tons of content to be posted while we're shooting. I have my buddies, he has it all set up. We're going to be posting a lot of content. And then throughout till we get to summer and June, that's when we're going to start implementing not just more utilities that we have to really make the bang for our OpenSea holders, but to start adding in these changes to our smart contract where anyone who has an NFT can interact with it. I'm not going to give out any details.
Hey, you almost let it slip. Hey, yo, chill,
I ain't give out no details.
Chill.
But and then just through the end of the year, the CME is coming up in October. I'm sure that's not when I'm slipping up because everyone knows we're going to bring holders to the CME. Donovan Sharp is my motherfucking guy. And through that, after eventually we're going to start creating another project, but until then, we got a plan that we're here to execute and ready to go with.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Donovan Sharp, man. What a great guy, man.
He's a great dude.
Yeah, we used to run a show called Crypto Oasis. It was such a great show. It's just we just kept having some problems because his channel kept getting flagged for some reason.
I didn't know you guys did that. That's crazy.
Yeah, we did 2 seasons technically of the Crypto Oasis show. It was a really beginner show, like literally like nuts and bolts, like ABCs of like what's a wallet, what's this, what's Bitcoin, what's Ethereum. And it was really well. I mean, we ended up getting a lot of great community members from the Citadel and the Crypto Mindset courses from that as well. And then I spoke at the last CME. That's actually where I met you. Actually, yeah, I met you in Miami at the CME and stuff. And they're like, Rullo was like, I got some NFT guys. You need to talk to them. Okay, I guess sure. Sniff them out. I don't know if these guys are assholes or they're pulling my chain. All right, I guess. And then I was like, oh, they got the chops. Yeah, they're okay. I guess.
Crazy how things work, huh?
Yeah, no, crazy, man. And then it was kind of fun. It was kind of funny. Like they kind of put me, if I remember right, because I was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to go, so I kind of like last minute went as well and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's insane how much things have like the Redpill exploded after the CME.
It boomed,
bro. Can you talk a little bit about like what was your experience at the CME and stuff? Because I'm literally going to go to the CME this year. In October.
Yeah, if the red pill was a coin, it hit an all-time high right after the CME. I don't know what it was that the culmination of everyone coming together to see everyone leave and move on and just it changed a lot of people's lives. And when I was in Vegas for our Vegas utility and we were on your podcast, we talked about how so many people had their lives changed by going to the CME. Myself, O'Neill, and when Donovan was here in the studio recently, we were just sitting here before we started shooting. I think it was probably like a couple hours for the podcast. We were just really sitting there bullshitting. And I'm like, do you realize that the CME changed a lot of people's lives, including ours, in these many ways, and including O'Neill's? And I told him about the story about O'Neill and his brother. There were 2 tickets left, and I think they were the last 2 to get them. And if they didn't go, they'd be in such a different position right now. And the CME was great to be able to meet and mingle with so many content creators like Sterling Cooper. We just had him out here for a podcast. And just honestly, even though we were out there to help Donovan with the production side of it, it was really cool to take a seat back and really soak up all the knowledge that I can get from so many people that, as a young dude in the space and as someone who's still up and coming, that's even a reason why I still watch your podcast, because I still try to soak up the knowledge, even though I have my own project of myself. But even in the red pill side of it, to sit back and really soak up the knowledge from guys like Rullo, guys like Donovan, yourself, and so many people that were there, it was an amazing experience. Miami's a perfect location for it, and overall, it's just very enriching and motivating, and to see other like-minded people come that like don't have any content, that just come because they want to learn. It's really amazing.
Yeah, we had a lot of people start up in the red pill space just going there and stuff. But, there was a little bit of beef going on in the red pill. Not between everybody. It was kind of this weird thing where I don't want to say what really happened in terms, but just some clown shit, basically. And there's very slight beef. And then, shout out to Donovan Sharp. He kind of put on this whole thing and kind of got everyone together, and then from there they had the first Avenger stream and the first financial adventure stream and stuff, and then it led into like the Vegas Avenger stream that we just had a couple days ago, or like a week ago, basically. Shout out to my boy Fresh and Myron and stuff, and everyone else there, Jay Waller and dude, I wish Rolo was there, but I think he had something to do in at home and stuff like that. But pretty crazy sort of stuff. So definitely, I will be at the CME this coming October for 100% for sure. I'll probably be speaking at the event as well. This is the funny thing because like I was so last minute because we were trying to see if Charlie could go, and then basically at the time visa problem, or not a visa problem, no, he had a problem like if he left Japan he wouldn't be able to go back or something like that because of like the restrictions going on, you know, the words you're not supposed to say, the Android 19 stuff, which is officially over. Which is officially over now, you guys. No longer over, but it's pretty interesting. Now, NFT part-time. Do you have any training for people that want to create their own NFT project? We definitely are. We are going to probably make an individual course for NFTs down the line and stuff like that. So trust stuff like that's coming right now, but we basically because it's such a niche thing right now, we're probably going to wait a little bit of time, maybe a half a year, maybe a year, and then launch something like that alongside probably where we might end up having we might hire the Redpill Lions as an instructor too. We'll see.
Yes, sir. I'd love to.
We'll see what we do, but and as well as our boy Anorak as well and stuff. So we're planning to have a lot of stuff. But the thing is you have to launch products when you have to launch products and services and stuff when you actually have there's the appetite for it, you know. So if they're, you know, right now, I mean, the real opportunity right now is like get into your favorite NFTs right now, get into your favorite coins, and then from there, once things get really fervent, because right now you're buying the lows on a lot of NFTs, you're buying the lows on a lot of coins. Later on, but the trading isn't there right now. Just being for real with you, the trading isn't there for it right now. You can make a quick little flip, you know. I mean, once the mint, you know, I'm just being honest. Like, you know, a month or two later, like the price is probably gonna be higher than the mint price. Of course, they're like, of course, right? But it's just a sort of thing where like, the NFT market's going to start really heating up, but you need a really strong Ethereum price, and you need stuff to get really hot and stuff. So that is coming and stuff. So it's just preparing. You know, one thing. Shout out to anyone who did the grain sale. I think you know, I can talk about this. I think the airdrop thing already passed already for the grain sale, but you can still get into the grain sale. But if you ever had a Magic Cat, you get a 7% bonus, a 7% discount. So shout out to Pussy Gang. We've been very successful in NFTs and stuff in terms of like getting into the Trump NFT, getting into the Magic Cat NFTs, getting into the like Red Pill Lions. Everything are going to be very successful. Getting into ETH Lizards, been very successful in ETH Lizards and stuff. It's like we're just batting 1,000, bro. Like I'm not trying to talk shit right now, but I'm just saying, man, Pussy Gang, we up, man. Actually, hit a Pepe on that shit, man. Fuck. And let me say something to the crowd right now. Roaring applause in the arena right now. All your NFTs are going to be copied over onto Pulse Chain. Now, I'm not going to say what plans we have for Pulse Chain, but we have plans for Pulse Chain. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, you ladies and gentlemen. Man, but we got plans on plans. You know, bands on bands, man. And yeah, man. Oh,
Pulse is going to be wild.
Yeah, Pulse is going to be freaking wild, man. Let me ask you, how has been your investment journey in crypto and stuff? I really would like to get because like I mean you're running a pretty complex operation yourself and stuff like you're pretty sophisticated when it comes to NFTs and stuff like that. But I always would like to hear like how you judge the space. Or is like Ethereum the main coin you buy? Is it Hex? I mean, how are you like chucking and shiving and moving in here?
So I remember firstly finding the space and getting into it. The first thing I did was just like put myself in a hole for like 6 months and just deep dove into so much crypto content on YouTube or articles or anything I could find to just soak up as much knowledge as I can. And then as I started building the project, when I started building the identity, I had to pick what coin I can get it into. And so on that point, I did a bunch of research into Solana and Ethereum and stuff like that. And then honestly, finding you is what really put me onto Hex. You know, I'm more to be onto Hex and did a deep dive into Hex. And basically with the crypto space, I really look at what is innovating. I look at what helps people and what has the right like values. And also I try to find communities that are passionate. So like, not to use Hex as the easiest example, but they have such a strong, passionate community where if you can see people riding behind something that isn't just hype, a lot of projects, especially when they first drop, a lot of people are like, oh my God, hype, 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 hype. Let me just hop on the bandwagon. If you really look into the details of not only what the Hex community values, but the things they say, it's not just like, oh my God, hey, bye, bye, bye. The identity, the people making songs, the passion, the clothing. You really got to
Westcott, baby.
No, literally. You got to look into the culture of a coin, especially if you're going to get into it. You got to find stuff you like as well. So my guns were with finding something I like that I resonate with. And then whenever I found something that piqued my interest is just diving into as much as I could. But my main coins definitely were Ethereum, Hex, and early on was Shiba Inu.
No way. Sheep. No, but hey, let me say this, man. Like sheep, I've said this before times, right? Like in the meme coin world, right? Doge is Bitcoin, Sheep is Ethereum. And literally, Sheep is actually creating a whole ecosystem. Bone. I've said this before. You know, if you are going to throw money into the meme coins, right? The allocation would probably be something like 40% Shiba, 40% Doge, 20% Bone. And Bone's the DEX, basically. That way, you know, shout out to the dog money, man. I'm telling you, man. I think it is right. I mean, but let me tell you, let me give you some cool shit that's going on right now. Twitter is seriously thinking about buying Signature Bank right now. So Signature Bank was basically, they had an instant payments platform for crypto exchanges. So basically it was one of the reasons we were able to like actually onboard money very quickly into the space. I said this on my previous stream. If you guys haven't seen my previous stream, check it out. But I was basically talking about that I used to be able to instantly put like 100 G's into crypto like that and be able to get my coins out within the same day. They throttled my ass 95%. I know, boo-hoo, Miguel. Oh my God, wipe your tears off with hundreds. Oh, I'm sorry, you know. But like, no, it's scary, man. I'm telling you. Look at where's the camera, motherfuckers. Start fucking onboarding your cash into crypto, dude. Some shit's happening, bro. I think July or June, some fucking fuck shit's gonna happen with the banks, bro. I'm telling you, man. Some weird. I'm just seeing too much fucking smoke right now. Get as much Ethereum, stable coins, or whatever the fuck you're buying. Buy it now. Get into it right now. Because things are going to start getting crazy. Because I think they might completely throttle us for a month where we won't be able to really onboard very quickly at all. So buy as much as you can right now. You don't have to buy crypto. Just buy stables, whatever the fuck you want. Buy Tether or Stable or DAI or whatever. Just get money into the system because, man, we might actually have some problems getting money into the system. And imagine if you can't get in and crypto pumps like crazy and it takes off. How the hell are you going to, I'm saying, man.
Gotta be ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Be ahead of the curve. And shout out to Crypto Boogie with the $5 super chat. Got me some red pill lines, man. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, me and Crypto Boogie are actually doing a Spanish stream this Sunday. We're still setting up the time for it, as well as I think I'm gonna have Nagabo on in the next few days, as well as, dude, I am streaming a lot, man, the next couple of days. Like, I really, really am. Like, shout out to Nagabo. He's coming back. I pulled him out of the depths of the abyss and stuff. Come back to streaming. He's coming back. He's recovering from a pretty serious surgery, actually.
Get well soon, brother.
Yeah, he's getting well soon and stuff like that. So, I will be having him coming back onto the stream. And I think either tomorrow or the next 2-3 days. It might be either Monday or tomorrow when I have him on. I just got to see his schedule when he's in Vegas. But then he's going to be live in here in town. And then from there, I'll be interviewing RH Max on Saturday as well at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then I got the stream with Crypto Boogie. And then we got MOONGANG. It just keeps going, bro. But we have to. Let's do it, man. This is beautiful, dude. But
gotta stay busy. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Shoot.
Hey, what was your first coin when you got in the space?
Litecoin.
Was it?
Yep, Litecoin, 100%. Litecoin.
Yeah.
I'm Litecoin Moses. Dollar Cost Crypto, Hex Jesus, Dogecoin Muhammad. And it's kind of funny though. Like even though Litecoin was my first coin, the community that I gravitated towards most back then was just because you could buy Litecoin. You could also buy Dogecoin back in the day on Robinhood and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I got into Dogecoin pretty early on.
That was my first Doge on Robinhood.
Yeah. So you want to know something crazy? So you know that guy who got really famous for like, he put all his money into Dogecoin and he had like this much millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He only had like 1 million more Doge than me.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I bought Doge hella cheap, dude. Like people don't know, bro. Like literally, I'm looking like that guy. But except I had more coins as well and stuff like that. When I tell you, man, like I've done the math. There isn't any conceivable universe where I ain't a multimillionaire from crypto. I've done the math. The maths. Shout out to Kareem, baby. Kareem the dream. I literally did the math. I was like, okay, what if I didn't have Hex? Would I still have made it? Yup. What if I did it? Yup. Yup. Like, it didn't matter where I went. I went all in on dog money. Win. All in on Decentraland or NFTs. Win. Went all in on Hex. Win. Big win. What? Like, I did the math. I literally was like, okay, was it just lucky? Am I just lucky? Am I just like, was it just full of shit? And then I just went through every fucking scenario of coins that I was holding. If I just fall in it, because you could fall into communities. You're like, I love this community. And you just all into it. If I all in on Phantom, one big. Well, all into, like, bro, it was just nothing but W's. Miguel, you could have been a Dogcoin billion. Bro, if I had concentrated, like, I literally, like, okay, that guy said at one point he had $1 or $2 million of Dogecoin or something like that in terms of the top or whatever. Bro, if I all my money into Dogecoin, into Dogecoin and stuff, and then just kept DCAing, bro, I would have had, like, what? I probably had a 20 plus $30 million in Doge plus. Bro, like, it's just, it was an impossibility for me not to win in crypto. That's what I'm saying. If you're really into it, and I was playing around with this stuff when it was not cool in 2016. 17. It was cool in 17. Real shitty in 18. Real loser shit in 19. All right, you're a little dork, but you're cool in 2020. In 2020. 2021, you're out here, bro, man. What's up, bro? 2022, loser. There's these cycles, man. When everyone's calling you a loser to being in it, that's when you get rich. I'm telling you, man. Like, me and Charlie, the Redpill Lions, we're over here banging the chest. Like, get the fuck in, on board, rug the banks. What the fuck you doing?
Dude, so many people are just going to learn in like 2030, 2040. They're going to be like, damn, this community and all this shit was in my face for years. And I was just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to learn how important it's going to be in their lives when they get older. As we go on, it's going to be integrated into everything.
Right. Now, Ryan Martinez said 40% SHIB, 40% Doge, 20% Bone. What about Leash? If you want to play around in those, we are going to talk about it in the next Crypto Mindset course. I'll go in more into detail in that ecosystem. But you can just take 10% off of SHIB or Doge and stuff, and then you can play around more in the alts. But the reason I'm so heavy, you can take a smaller Bone position and play in the altcoin positions, or maybe take SHIB down to 35, Doge to 35. That gives you an extra 10% to throw into shit coins if you want to gamble a little bit, but that's up to you. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Here's the big news. Okay. Elon Musk is trying to buy this crypto bank because of the instant payments network. If they end up buying it, which I think they probably will, if they buy that bank, then they'll be able to actually have a payments network for tipping on Twitter. That means you can be tipped either in Satoshis or in Dogecoin, right? Now, peep this shit. It's going to be Bitcoin at first, right? So it's like, oh, Rocky, you killed it with that post. How you call that dude an asshole or a douchebag, or like, oh, that was hella funny, dude. That's a great video. Thought Mommy's in the club. I send you $10 in Bitcoin. It's going to clog the Bitcoin network. The Bitcoin network is 4 times slower than Ethereum in terms of like throughput, right? Now, Litecoin, for people who don't know, is 4 times faster than Bitcoin, right? Now, it's 4 times faster than Bitcoin, but it's the same exact speed as Ethereum. So technically, Ethereum and Litecoin have the same amount of throughput. People don't know that. Like, you could literally build an entire network on Litecoin, and it would actually run just as fast as Ethereum. Kind of a mind fuck, actually. Except the only thing, but people don't know this, is Dogecoin merge mined with with Litecoin. So essentially, it's like Dogecoin is like Hex. It's like running on instead of like Hex running on Ethereum, it's like Hex running on Litecoin or something like that. That's how it works basically. It's kind of a trippy subject. Most people don't know that. The reason like Dogecoin works so well is because it's literally running on a really fast network that doesn't have much throughput. Doesn't have much like congestion. So what's going to happen is it's going to get really, really expensive to send and tip people in Bitcoin. So people are going to start on like, fuck it, I'll just start tipping in Dogecoin. What do you think is going to happen to the Doge price? Like that. Then Doge and Shiba are LP'd very heavily. Shiba will start shooting up. Shiba and all the things that are LP'd with Shiba in its ecosystem will start. So you basically have this whole thing where like, imagine like Bitcoin shoots up, then Ethereum shoots up even more, and then from there all the altcoins just skyrocket. It's literally like a fat guy jumping on this side and there's some skinny dude, and it just catapults them up. Damn, son.
Dude, people's jobs are going to turn into who can be the top comment on famous posts. If you could just say the funniest shit and like ratio everybody and have that top comment.
Yeah.
That's going to be people's livings, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, dog money's real.
That's crazy.
And watch this shit. So Pulse Chain is 4 times faster than Ethereum. Off the rip. Minimum. Now what? No, it takes 13 seconds for me to send. So if I send you $1 million, and you'd be like, yay. You know, I sent you $1 million of USDC, right? It takes about 13 seconds for it to hit, because we have 13-second blocks on Ethereum. We got 3-second blocks on Pulse Chain. Yeah. So we're four times, maybe a little faster than that, 4 and some change times faster than Ethereum. That means we're what does that mean? Like we're 16 times faster than Bitcoin, at least. 20. So we're 16 to 20 times more throughput than Bitcoin. Get wrecked. Sheesh, baby. Hit the like
technology battle. It's the technology battle. That's why a lot of people are like, my best, easiest way to explain Hex to people and like Pulse when we talk about like products to people that don't really understand the crypto space. I'm like, you know what Bitcoin is, right? And they're like, I know what that is because the hype of the bandwagon and all the money. I'm like, think of Bitcoin, but like 16 times better. Exactly what you just said.
And I mean, we're going to have Pulse Chain launching this year. We've had look, this is kind of the timeline that I see so far right now. Just get your notes down. Obviously, Richard said he can launch at any point in time. But do I think he's market timing? Of fucking course I do. Of course, man. I mean, Richard's a smart dude, man. He's a really great. He's really, really, really great at charting and stuff. But let's go into this for a little bit, right? When you launch a test net, you want people to play around with it to see if there's actually any bugs in the code, or like is something not broken? Is your UI issues? The UI issue is the important thing. It's got to look good. It's got to numbers got to show up, right? And of course, you could like some minor things you can do later after posts and stuff like that. But you want the major stuff so it runs pretty smoothly, right? So what's going to happen is this: we're probably gonna there's probably gonna be about we just launched a couple days ago or a week ago and stuff V3, right? Another month from now, they have found a lot of the bugs and UI issues. Another month to repair stuff, and probably another month to really tweak stuff out, and then it's ready to launch. So I think we have a 3-month window from now and when it launches. So I mean, I'm still looking at somewhere in the middle of summer. Now I think, yeah, move it a little closer. Oh, dude, I totally forgot. Like I have this fucking blinged out fucking lion ring that I bought in Puerto Rico. Like, wow, bro, trust, man. I got some gangs. It actually almost looks exactly like that, actually, except it's all blinged out in gold and shit.
He's like, diamonds. It's baller though.
No, you ain't gonna lie. It is baller, bro. It's baller, man. It's almost biracial, bro. Almost like like. I'm getting recorded right now in the studio. No, shout out to Black Ice. He's right there, man. But what's up, G? But God damn it, I lost my train of thought, motherfucker.
The ring?
The ring, yeah. The ring. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. Like we actually bought all these kind of animal rings and stuff when I was down there with Motley and a bunch of the guys from Legion and stuff. down there in Puerto Rico when I went there for the first time, and we all just bought all these like rings down there and stuff. So everyone had animal rings and stuff. So of course I went with the lion, of course.
My fucking
not even before the red pill lines even existed. I was already like, I mean, my if you look at my Discord picture, right, I have two lines left.
I noticed.
Yeah, that was before I even knew the red pill. Like I've had that forever, man. That was my picture because like I always joke around with people all the time. That's kind of like my personality and stuff. I bust balls.
And lions have frame, dude. Lions are calm, cool, and collected at the top of the food chain. So that's a good animal to like, encompass yourself in.
They let the women hunt. They not actually factually, actually, yeah.
They do actually.
Yeah, they're basically. Male lions are basically just bodyguards, essentially for the tribe. For the tribe, and the women basically hunt there and stuff. And then, if for some reason there's hyenas or there's other male lions or there's really big animals threatening them, that's when they come into action, basically to defend the pack.
You know how they talk about frame in the red pill space?
Yeah.
So I called our newest cologne line Lion Frame because I liked the idea of. I saw an interview with Joe Rogan, and they were talking about how they took a trip to the Sahara, and they're watching all these animals like the hyenas and the little gopher things, and he's like observing them. You can see how they're all like on edge and very like finicky because their buddy just got killed yesterday and they don't know if it's them today, and so they're very on edge. And then he said when you observe the lion, it's very reserved and relaxed and calm because that's what it's like to be at the top of the food chain. You have no fears. And so I kind of think about that with like frame and men concerning their women, because if you're at the top of the food chain, meaning you got all your shit together, you've been in the gym, your finances are good and your mental is good, you have that calm, cool, reserved state, whether you're spinning plates, being with a bunch of women, or if you're in a relationship, because you're not going to stress about, oh my God, is my girl going out and talking to dudes? Is she texting? No, because you're at the top of the food chain. She can't get nothing better. So you have the calm, reserved aspect. And that's not because you're like some alpha that's like, dude, it's because you're on your purpose and you got your shit together. And there's like, where is she going to find better? Nowhere, because you're a lion. You got that frame. You got the lion frame. We got the clone.
God damn, what the fucking. Now, oh my God, these comments are hilarious. They also have more than one chick and they bring him food. Yeah, damn it. Shout out to Jay Waller, bro. Anyway, good dude, man. But yeah, actually, I am a little sunburned right now. I was hiking, so yeah, I'm a little. Got these rosy cheeks, man. And then I've been drinking an incredible amount of coffee, like an incredible. Dude, the amount of caffeine I ingested today, just because all the work I was doing today, is insane. Like I literally, bro, I have been up since 4:30 in the morning.
Damn.
4:30 in the morning, just working, doing stuff. A lot of background things. Picked up the Hellcat today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got that today. Today, I got this is my daily driver. I just picked up the Hellcat jailbreak right now. Fucking
what color? What color?
Black, my soul.
Ooh, there you go.
No red accents and stuff, dude. It's fucking sick, dude. That baby purrs, man. It's like you hear the supercharger whine. It's like,
got them horses under the hood.
Yeah, man. It's sick, dude. I'm actually thinking about probably taking it to. I might take it to Hennessy Performance and stuff like that, and I'm gonna turn it into a Hennessy Hellcat. Take it up to maybe like 1,000 horsepower real wheeled and stuff. It's gonna be fast as fuck. I mean, it's sitting right now, I think, at 807 horsepower. But
dude, good for you, dude.
Dude, I mean, yeah, man. Like, I had to upgrade the car, man. I picked up Waller one time and stuff in my other car. Like, I got some nice cars and stuff like that. But we had some family in town, so everyone had all the cars. So I just took my old beater car and stuff. I picked up Waller, and my fucking AC like shorted out on me. I was like, and this is back in the day when it was fucking hot as fuck. So when I helped Waller buy a lot of crypto and stuff like that for the first time and stuff, man, we were sweating our fucking balls off, bro. We were dying. Like I remember we pulled over into a fucking into a Chipotle just so we wouldn't die.
He's like, Miguel, you sure I should make this investment? Because like, where's your returns?
Oh no, Waller's a G, bro. He was like, yeah, I need to do this shit right now, man. Like like with Chia, he saw the vision, right? Like he did very well with the purchases. I'll tell you that much. Very well. He staked. He got a lot more Ethereum, a lot of Bitcoin. We bought very good prices for him. We recently bought some more as well. I'm telling you, man. Like you just buy. Like if you're not buying crypto right now, you're fucking failing right now. look, there's about to be hyperinflation. There's going to be hyperinflation. They're going to have to print money. The system's broken. The money printing that happens doesn't hit the system right away. Within it's always within like 6 to 8 months. It starts bleeding in, and by a year and a half in, we're in full fucking inflation. Like, look what happened. They printed money in 2020 and 2021. It's starting hitting us at the end of 2022, bros.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we had some nice price spikes, but I'm talking about the inflation in terms of like gasoline costs going, and that's going up because if you see all the shit the Saudis are doing right now. The Saudis are abandoning the U.S. dollar right now. You have the Chinese. The Chinese essentially cucked out the Russians. Watch this little parade right here. I hit a Pepe for like 10 seconds. Like we. All right, so damn, I'm about to drop some info right now. All right, so okay, the Chinese went to Russia. They had a big meeting and stuff. Basically, they're going to start accepting the RMB. We're basically in a new Cold War again, you guys. Except the United States might light some ass up, might like light up the Middle East and stuff. Either China's going down or the Middle East is going to go in flames. I said this on my last stream. I was kind of like, I've been thinking about it for fucking months, man. Because like, I mean, I hear everyone talking about Dubai, and this is before even Andrew Tate was going to Dubai. I'm talking about it. Dubai's been a big place in the crypto space for a long time because basically you give away you know, if you're in Europe, you're fine. You just go there, you're fine and stuff like that. But a lot of people in the UK, I know a lot of people in the UK that just basically ran off to Dubai because no taxes and you're scot-free. You can do whatever you want, basically, right? A lot of people in the United States left, you know, I'm no longer a U.S. citizen. They fly out to Dubai, open up bank accounts, tax-free life, internet money, burr. And then you have a lot of scammers that, I mean, this is the main thing is like, there's a lot of people that do it for taxes. Other people, they do it because they fucking like, they do NFT rug pulls, bro, you know, and they're like shadow people. They're not like you, man, who have like, you know, they're showing their faces and stuff like that, you know, like like that. Now I've made a couple exceptions sometimes in the past about projects. Like there's a couple projects that I've invested into and stuff like that where the founders are anonymous, but they're not going to be anonymous for very long, right? Within a year or two, they're going to be pretty public, right? But I think something like Famous and Fiat and stuff like that, I think they're eventually Buck and stuff. Some of the people on the team are going to like reveal themselves over time, just as it becomes more successful with Pulse Chain. Because I mean, it's the sort of thing like, you know, like they have a very like someone like Buck and all these guys, you know, shout out to them, the good dudes. You know, they earn a lot of money in their day job, but like you got to make sure that they got the, you know, it's kind of like monkey branching, like chicks. they let go of the branch when they have another branch in their hand. You know what I'm saying, right? So you don't want to fuck up your whole career up unless you really have something, right? So anyway. A lot of these guys who run these kind of like rug pull scams and everything, they all fly off to Dubai magically, right? So I've always thought like, it's a little weird how much of a honeypot that is. And then I'm really into demographics and geopolitics and stuff like that. I'm a big person in terms of the Federal Reserve and stuff. So just all this shit just fell into my lap, and I'm just connecting all these little dots and stuff like that. And what can I sell a kidney for a red pill lion? Oh, that's funny. He's like, yes.
Kidney coin.
Like. Kevin needs a real bad, bro. He's a big alcohol. No,
yeah, he needs one.
But basically, you got to use the sun. No, dude, it was because it was cold outside, man. It's like you'd be surprised. Like you literally get like, yeah, I got caught off guard, man. I got caught off guard. Like it was cold. It was just cold in the morning. I didn't think there was any sun, and I got my ass back in, and then I was like, Jesus Christ, destroyed, wrecked. But basically, what's going on there is that Saudi Arabia has been playing this game for a little bit of time and stuff like that. They're making a lot of money. They're investing a lot into the crypto space. And for a long time, they've been testing the waters with possibly accepting other currencies for, you know, oil. I mean, you recently had a deal with, I think it was an African country. They recently been telling their people to abandon you. You have 1 week, turn in all your dollars for the local currency, and then from there, that country within 1 day of saying that, flew to Saudi Arabia, signed a deal saying that Saudi Arabia accepted their currency to buy oil. Zimbabwe, there we go, Zimbabwe. Then from there, a day later, China goes to Russia, basically saying we're going to support you more, and now we're actually going to sell you oil. and where you're going to be able to. And then what they did is basically Putin essentially, if you really look at what happened strategically, Putin basically kind of sold his country out and is basically an underling now to China.
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely, but like first, like he went under them now.
He has to heavily rely on them.
Yeah, he has to now. There's embargo. I mean, you can't. No one will trade with them, right? So they have to have some trading partner relationships and stuff like that. So there's that right there. Then you got Brazil. Brazil then signs a deal with China, basically saying like, yeah, we're going to start doing deals with this, and then we're going to start using your currency to buy oil. So basically, the Saudis and the BRICS countries are all trying, and they try to, and then the BRICS countries, which is basically Brazil, South Africa, Russia, India, and China, right? They're all trying to get Mexico into it, which is probably not going to happen, or unless it's very light trading and stuff. So what's going on is that there's a conspiracy theory right now. This is the big conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory right now is that they're all going to start dumping their U.S. bonds, basically treasuries. And just like the video I showed you, if you guys haven't seen my last stream and stuff, it was a really good one where I go over what's going to end up happening if like the reason the Federal Reserve is bailing out these banks and FDIC is doing all this stuff and they're increasing the amount of money like to $2 trillion, and then as well as like if a bank gets in trouble they can instantly just take in their underwater bonds and get equal cash for it, is because if banks start selling off all their treasuries, there isn't enough demand, or supply and demand. There is not enough demand to buy up these treasuries, which can lead to huge problems and cause inflation, or cause like the United States not be able to have the money to like lose like basically with all this supply out here, no one will want to buy new issuance, and then from there the United States can fund themselves in the debt cycle and stuff. And the Fed doesn't want to just go directly like, oh, we're just buying oil. Imagine the government needs like, I need $1 billion, I need $1 trillion. And then the federal says, okay, here's $1 trillion. They can't do that. They have to do workaround ways. They can't just directly do it. They have to allow some of the free market and or even if they're pushing the economic incentives, it's got to be other people buying the bonds to make it real. Or if that case, we're kind of in a Weimar Republic, basically, right? Which everyone always jacks off. Oh, Weimar Republic. Oh my God. One day it's all going to go to bro. If the United States is fucked, the whole world's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like people I don't think people really war game or really think this out, basically, right? So the Sandman, yeah, exactly. So knowing where the United States is heading right now, there's two ways we can put things back into place. If I'm like the puppet president, the puppet, and then all the senators and people in the House of Representatives, they're all just puppets and we're corporate overlords. I'm in the back in the Illuminati table and stuff, right? And I'm running the United States, and I'm saying, okay, we're playing a game of chess here. How can I put these motherfuckers in their place and put myself back in the printing structure? Because basically, if I put all these people in their place, nothing to do with Redpill Lions. Sorry,
you're good, bro. You're totally good, dude.
Just totally fantasy football.
Nah, you're good. I love it.
But if I'm sitting back right now, right, and I'm thinking, okay, how the fuck can I hurt these motherfuckers? Put everybody back in their place, and put myself back in the talk structure, because they're threatening me right now. The second player's threatening me, right? All right. I start blowing. Basically, I just blow up. Basically, I just destroy the entire navy of the Chinese, which won't even take that long. That's pretty easy, actually.
I knew you were gonna say that. Just blow some shit up.
Just blow shit up. Just basically make something up and stuff. Literally just false flag it, destroy it, and then go from there. The United States send the military and just blow up the entire string of pearls they've invested in. Don't go into mainland China. Just destroy every port they own in every country, from all the way from India, I don't think they have in India, but basically all the way from Africa to China. Blow all that shit up. Destroy all that stuff. Big problem there, right? That's a little messy because that can be a full-on war. More than likely, what's going to happen, because that's a little risky, but that's one thing you can do to kind of like, and it's not that hard for the United States to do it, but then it could retaliations with airstrikes. It gets dangerous, right? Or the easier right, which is like, I feel it's a lot more deadlier, really. But it's a lot more easier, and you can kind of feign innocence a little bit, is more than likely all the United States has to do is just start pulling military out of the Middle East more and more, and then pull out the super carriers, blow up the Strait of Hormuz, or just pull out the military and just let them kill themselves in the Middle East. They all hate it. They all hate themselves. They all hate each other. And then since the Saudis have essentially backed up the BRICS and stuff, all you do is you just start supplying. You just do a weapons deal. This is so evil, by the way. I'm sorry, but like this.
As I say, this got deep.
This got deep, but basically, you just do CIA weapons deals and stuff. I mean, jokey, but it would literally, like, you would just do deals with other people and stuff, just give them weapons and arms and stuff, just like we're doing with just like we're doing with the Ukraine. Because basically the reason we're funding, like, I don't support this whole Ukraine bullshit, but basically I get what the United States is doing in the background is they're selling weapons to the Ukrainians to bankrupt Russia and basically get rid of their weapons, basically, because, you know, we fund these fuckers $30 billion of weapons. They'll destroy $200-300 billion of weaponry off of Russia. Just collapse our economy, basically. That's exactly what we did to them in Afghanistan. We funded the Afghanis $5,000 rocket launchers to blow up a $250,000 fucking helicopter or tank. Bankrupted the USSR. We've done it before. We might do it again, right? Proxy war shit, right? So what they could do is just pull out, all these fuckers just hate each other. The Saudi Arabia doesn't have a military, and the fucking Iran's probably just going to steamroll them.
The dollar cost crypto way.
Now, the United States does not need oil from anybody. Oil would just go up to 100, maybe 150. Like, okay, obviously, basically, this is something that I heard Peter Zayan recently say this, actually pretty recently. I was talking to Waller about this. He had mentioned he had heard this from reading this book or something, that basically what's going to happen is the market's starting to bifurcate, and we're going to start having 2 to 3 different independent oil prices. We are going to have a U.S. oil price, or more of like an America's oil price, the whole Americas. We are going to have a Europe price, and then we're going to have the rest of the world oil price. And basically, if the oil price gets high enough, we turn on fracking enough, the Saudis are offline. All the OPEC countries are mostly offline at that point. Oil spikes up to a huge amount of price. China basically mostly imports, so they don't have any oil at all. You basically, with one swift move, you take out the Saudis, and you take out your main competitor in China, and then Russia doesn't have any support. You basically take out every enemy in one shot. Put yourself back into dominance and stuff, and then pick up the pieces and put in puppet governments again. Like the CIA does. I'm just saying. Now, is this fucked? This is really fucked, you guys, because there's a lot of innocent people that are going to suffer about this, but this is what I'm seeing right now. Like, if I'm thinking of, like, okay, if these fuckers are really trying to rug us right now, and they really put us through some shit, tit for tat, we're gonna fuck them, and it doesn't take that much to fuck them up, because all these countries are, like, oil wise, super fucked. They don't have good oil supplies. They all have to. I mean, most of these people don't even have militaries anymore. The United States has been the military for the rest of the world forever. No one told you to be the global police, right? But this is the reason that the world has expanded so much. The population of the world got to what it is, 8 billion people. 7 or 8 billion people on the planet and stuff. The reason we got to this size is because the United States' military kept the waterways open. People were able to open trade and stuff like that. Dude, people are a bunch of cunts. You know, the United States basically keeps people, like, it keeps the like, what keeps the world running, like, money keeps the world running, right? But it's actually supply trains, ships, railways, waterways. What is the benefits of the Redpill lines? You don't get destroyed by this stuff, man. You ascend. You're protected. You know, you join the Redpill. You don't get destroyed by this. I'm just saying, like, I just see a lot of stuff going down, and I said this on my other stream, is like, if this stuff really went down, I think it's going to be one of the biggest robberies of capital ever. Because imagine this. Remember, money is just zeros. It's money for the most part is already digital currency already. Most people just zelly shit. Like, you go to the restaurant, something. Oh, thanks, bro. I picked up the tab and stuff. Hey, bro, here's half the money. Thanks so much, bro. I didn't have my card on. Like, you do that shit all the time. People zelly. I mean, people are zelling their money mostly. That's really, like, how often you use cash. I mean, here in Vegas, we're special. We have a lot of cash for gambling and stuff like that. That's different. But outside of Las Vegas, most people are mostly using a little bit of cash, mostly bank wires, and, like, zelling people money. Digital deposit of your check. People don't even. I think my business was one of the few businesses still using checks. Like, all my customers are like 80 and 90 years old. Here, Miguel, here's a check. Writing it on a checkbook and stuff like that. Most people are getting fucking cash apped. These hookers are getting cash apped, you guys. I'm telling, like PayPal, Zellied. Our currency is already digital for the most part. Like we're in a right now. If I mean, I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but I would probably say confidently we're like 90% digital money, 10% physical cash, and probably closer to 5% if I'm being honest in physical cash. That's a Pepe right there.
Iconic.
I'm just saying, man. The thing is but like Sophia just said, but they got chem bombs. It doesn't matter as long as nukes don't fly and stuff like that. The thing is like the countries can only operate. The reason that the war in, like, if you look in World War II, the reason that the Japanese couldn't continue fighting the war in the Pacific because they started running out of oil.
Yeah.
That's it. You want to know something crazy? I looked into. I have this wonderful. There's been these wonderful books I've been studying about financial history. Like, all right, in a micro sense, most people operate like this. They're either doing stuff for status, money, or women. That's the big three. But if you look everything at a bird's eye view and start macro, if you really look at it, like if you really look at a far enough view, right? Most of the time, people are doing something is because you could just follow the money. And it explains everything. Because like when these nations, like if you make a lot of money as a nation, you got a lot more status, and you got women, and you got importing, and stuff. Like it's that sort of thing, right? And there's people who control a lot of the industries, and they have all that money, and then they got all the hookers and all the blow and shit, right? That's how the world works, whether we like it or not, right? Now, send glitter bombs. But yes, Venmo is owned by PayPal, Peter Thiel. And like I really believe Peter Thiel is one of the people that started the whole bank run on Silicon Valley Bank. He saw that the bank was kind of like, oh, it's actually because of all these losses, they have a lot of paper losses on their bonds and stuff. So stop me at any point, bro, if I'm just talking too much about this shit. But basically, he told all his startups and all his things, yo, take your money out of Silicon Valley Bank. And then it got to the grapevine, oh fuck, Peter Thiel and all the PayPal mafia is taking their money out of Silicon Valley Bank. Fucking everyone rugged at that point.
The trickle
it was not crypto. All these banks, other than Silvergate was the one crypto bank. These other ones were really major players in the crypto space, but they were very large already. Like I think even First Republic, 5% to 10% of their entire balance sheet was crypto anyway, and stuff. So that wasn't enough to take it down. It was really Peter Thiel and the PayPal mafia kind of rugging that bank, and then starting this chain reaction on the run of the bank. That's what happened. Okay, and that's pretty much what Cascade. And they just and what they did is they used this opportunity to rug every fucking crypto bank in the United States. Silvergate, that's the biggest crypto bank and the oldest. Dunzo, what's called First Republic, Dunzo. I think they're really big in Puerto Rico. Yikes! I think they're the second or third biggest bank in Puerto Rico. I remember being down in Puerto Rico. Banco Popular is the biggest bank in Puerto Rico, and First Republic is a decent bank down there in Puerto Rico. Big bunch of crypto money. Gone now. Okay, cool. Now we just took out Signature Bank, which had the instant payment lines and stuff, like I was talking about. So you can gone, and like 3 out of those 4 banks I talked about technically didn't have to go under. They were salvageable, but then the FDIC and the government forced them to go bankrupt and then get consolidated. Yeah. Signatures in New York. Yes. Yeah, but they have a thing. They have a. If you actually go on my previous videos and it's all in my previous videos, you guys. Yeah, I got all this stuff recorded down.
You gotta go through the catalog.
Gotta go through the catalog, man. Yeah, those PayPal mafia guys are worth so damn much for sure, man. So so now what's left? What's the biggest bank in crypto? It's JP Morgan now. One of the private members and owners of the Federal Reserve. Look at that. Magic. Chef's kiss. Look at that. Right? So there's all this stuff going on geopolitically and stuff like that. So oil's probably going to start going up in price, which is good for the EVs, I guess, right? But not now. But but the United States is going to be when we had Trump in office, I think it was like in 2015 or 2016. trying to remember when they did this. The fucking Saudis did this shit. Okay, so they did this one thing where basically there's I think there's a year I think in the first or second year of Trump being in office, the United States for the first time in a long time we were self-sufficient in oil. The Saudis freaked the fuck out because we weren't buying oil anymore. So what they did is they decided to IPO a Saudi Aramco, which is their privately owned oil company. And they decided to IPO 1% of the company. And the company was valued at like $2 trillion. So imagine your company, you've IPO'd, you're putting 1% of your company on there. So the reason they did that is so then they have to do this land survey, and they have to figure out, okay, how many barrels of oil do you own? They found out, like, remember a long time ago this bullshit like, oh, there's not enough oil anymore. We're out of oil. We're out of barrels of oil, right?
Dude, America's sitting on huge reserves of oil.
Huge reserves of oil, but like we're gonna run out of oil. They have trillions of barrels of oil. They're never running out of oil. So what they did is they IPO'd a Saudi Aramco to dump the price of oil down so they could fucking bankrupt the fucking fracking industry in the United States. They'd rather make $50 a barrel of oil forever than allow the Americans to get under their grasp.
It's the chess move.
These are the big moves going on in the background and stuff. Why stuff's really happening. But no, it's a stimulus check that's causing all the inflation. Get the fuck out of here. My $1,200 stimulus check. That's the reason crypto went up so high. No. The reason crypto went so high. Sure, $1,200. Sure. The smart guys, like if you invested if you look, we're Rocky. Want to know some crazy stat? If you took your $1,200 stimulus check and put it into Hex when it came out in 2020, you'd have $100,000 right now.
Yep, I've heard you say it a couple times.
Plus, not even fucking including interest.
It's fucking
Bros,
crazy.
Like it's insane. Like that's why I'm saying take your cat. But like but you still did pretty good on the other stuff, right? But not as good as Hex, right? But still, that's the kind of crazy shit. Yeah, the Canadians too. But it's a lot. It takes a lot of processing. So we have plenty of fracking oil. We have plenty, and there's tar sands in Canada and stuff, but it needs a lot of processing and stuff like that. The reason the Canadian currency is such in dog shit array right now is because the United States isn't letting Canada get the Keystone pipeline done, the XL pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what's going on is the United States is kind of like, because we're not allowing them to export more oil freely into the domestic market over here in the States and in Mexico and everywhere else. They're having trouble getting an onboard of dollars into Canada. So the Canadian dollar, when they're printing the Canadian dollar, that's why it's unpegging so much to the dollar so much. Normally the Canadian dollar is like 90 cents per dollar, right? Like, so you pay $1.10 Canadian, that'll get you $1 US. So it's like 90 cents on the dollar. We hit I think the other day, I mean, not other day, but like when shit was really bad a couple months ago, we hit like, 56 cents?
Damn.
56 cents on the Canadian dollar. It's just not having access to that, to the Keystone pipe. That's why it's such a big issue. And then I'm pretty sure there's some money in the background paying the like Indian lobby, because it's because the pipeline crosses through Indian territory, and I'm pretty sure there's some interest groups and some oil people in the United States paying the,
keep it like that.
To keep it like that until like, okay, allow it. There's a lot of sauce, you guys. There's a lot of sauce right now going through and stuff like that. But yeah, and then there's also a political thing too. Biden shut down the Keystone pipeline, and that's mostly to keep a little bit more of the oil price a little higher as well, so he can help the frackers out and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, shit's about to get wild in the next couple of years, man. Because if they do a Sandman attack or something like that, the United States is going to start bucking, man. Because at the end of the day, what backs your currency is your military and your economy, of course, and stuff. But like, let's just be for real, military. I mean, that's crazy. Like, one, spend a lot of ammunition blowing shit up, or just reverse the truck out of those countries. Didn't lift a finger, and then they just fucking maul each other. And then when all that fight, the thing is, but being able to have all this oil, right? But when they're fighting with each other, you can't transport oil. If you can't transport oil, almost every country around the world doesn't have oil anymore, and then you just cuck them all out. Chef's kiss. And then what happens? Ethereum just skyrockets.
The crypto space is just moving as all this oil and military is moving.
Yeah, because the United States can't do shit to stop our crypto and stuff. So then our crypto just goes bananas. So then people in other countries start going like, "Fuck!" Because they'll have to start. Because what's going to happen is oil barrels of oil will go to $200-300, and then countries will have to start printing money to buy oil, and they'll be fighting for each other for whatever supplies of oil. And any country that can export oil that's not a part of the Middle Eastern oil racket is just printing money like this, son. And once those goes down, the fucking what are those fucking those Brazilian motherfuckers? Brazilian motherfuckers. They'll flip flop back to the States. I'm sorry, Daddy. We were wrong and stuff. The big bad Chinese were just lending us. Sorry, like we'll sell oil to you guys, and that's it. And then we'll turn on the Venezuelans again and shit like that again, like in 2 seconds. Like
it's an intelligent stranglehold on the whole fucking course of it.
Yeah. Pretty insane. Argentina. Yeah, but Argentina's had their head up their ass for a long time. But like, yeah, Argentina, like not demographically, forgive me. Yeah, this demographically is doing okay, but just in terms of their land and stuff, they're at like Argentina should be like the most richest country in South America, and they're not, which is insane. But anyway, yeah. So basically, a lot of money printing. Money goes to where it's treated best, and it's going to flow into crypto. That means the floor price is only going to increase higher and higher on these NFT lines.
Yes, sir.
So that's my macro strategy for why I buy crypto assets. So back to you, Tom.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is why you got to watch Dollar Cost Crypto, because you get so many different insights to things that a lot of people do not even speak of. And in the crypto space, the ever-evolving crypto space, there's so many geopolitical different aspects that affect different prices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you just start, apparently as Americans start blowing shit up, then these Redpill lines will go up in the floor price, and that's how it goes. But yeah, I'll let you stem off from that.
Now, I'm a speculator on the price. You don't have to, because you're the founder of it. But I'm a speculator because I have not been paid for this. I haven't gotten a single penny of it. I haven't even received a cologne, which I'm mad about, you motherfucker.
No, listen, the last.
No, I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear you.
This one's coming.
Haram. I don't want to hear you right. Haram, Rocky. Your biggest supporter.
Now he's getting all the cologne.
Yeah, I buy all the NFT lions, and then you fuck me like this, bro. How could you do it?
Monster.
No, yeah, but let's see. Inflation hit 100%, but the World Cup was more important than that. Yeah, for sure. But in terms of like, basically, what I see is like the Redpill lines are probably going to appreciate pretty well this year in terms of like, I think the floor price. But then as Ethereum goes up, it'll come back down. But the dollar price will be higher. And at the end of the day, that's the important part. I mean, and then when the crypto prices crash one day, you just buy back it. That's the ebb and flow of stuff. So right now, we are going to, like, people are probably going to make some nice gains with projects that have volume. And this is why it's so important that I look for a community, and I look for a founder that's very active and is like building and doing stuff. Like, dude, you've done more stuff for your NFT than I've seen for any other NFT ever. In the NFT sense, in the financial NFT space, it's a little different because there's yield farming aspects to it, like Magic Cats. But if we're being honest, like the Magic Cats could be doing a lot more. But it has allowed a lot. But people like the Oath token guys and stuff, and the Reaper guys, Shad the Beavis, has done a lot of interesting stuff with their NFT that they've kind of made the Magic Cats more valuable because they've just decided to be cool with everybody and stuff. So maybe we might do something like that too. Who knows? I don't know.
That'd be fantastic. And there's a lot of projects that have the opportunity to innovate. And even like some projects that do the yielding, and they a lot of projects don't have real world utility. And as much as we're trying to tie more stuff to our smart contract and be able to bring more virtual value, there's a lot of projects that like can just like, especially like I'll just use Bored Ape as an example. There's a huge project, and all they really do is one big party every year. There's little things they can do with the amount of capital they have.
Yeah.
That if you just get creative, they build
a restaurant. Yuga Labs, right? Yeah, if I remember.
It's like, thanks. So I got the NFT, and I still have to buy this burger for $9.99.
Yeah. No, and okay. I don't want to shit on them too much because I was literally listening about like I've got people in the background trying to not hustle me, but like trying to like
get you into Bored Ape.
No, trying to persuade me to like open up a crypto restaurant here in Vegas.
I mean, you can open up a crypto restaurant. That'd be sick.
No, literally. I mean, me and Charlie have gotten to the point we can open anything and like it'll work. We'll just get it. We'll get it because it's like we're the only game in town in terms of like a crypto business or something. Like if we built a crypto restaurant, it'd just be a cool place to fucking hang out and shit.
Oh yeah,
burger spot, and at the top we'd hang out, have a bar and stuff like that, and then up third story we have a giant crypto club,
cigar lounge,
lounge, and everything. I mean, that'd be the spot. Like Richard was kind of like I remember talking to Richard about this quite a lot. We were talking about like if we could build like a hex country. There was a lot of conversations we had in Miami and stuff like that. Yeah, like there's plans on plans. I mean, Richard had said at one point he's thinking about just building a giant nightclub, just nightclubs.
He totally should.
He wants to build nightclubs all over fucking Europe. That was
downtown hex. That'd be nasty.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing stuff like that. So eventually, so you know how we like I feel attacked when you said the party, but like they're a big corporation. They're a massive corporation. They should be doing events all over the world. You know what I'm saying, right? But we're always going to have our yearly like party and stuff that we do as well. But with me and Charlie over time, what we're going to do is we're going to start having these maybe quarterly, maybe once every three times a year. We're going to have these nice meetups and stuff as well that are more smaller, more intimate. So if you want to spread private time with me and Charlie and stuff, so it's going to be really interesting and stuff. Like that's not now, but it's probably later this year. We might have the first trial run of like 20 or 40 guys with us and stuff in a mega mansion.
Oh yeah,
buying, selling, trading crypto and stuff, and hanging out and shit, doing all kinds of crazy shit. And silencio.
And when I brought up the parties with Bored Ape, like they have so much money, they don't even send out like T-shirts.
No,
they literally like they don't do anything. And one thing I wanted to ask you about, kind of stemming into like different spaces, stemming into other stuff. How do you feel about Amazon getting in the NFT space? Because I don't know how to feel about it. It
is horrible, but it's gonna pump our fucking bags like crazy. Damn, motherfucker. Yeah. We're about to make some bread.
Jeff Bezos.
So here's the big thing. The big date, the supposedly stuff's launching is April 24th. That's the big day for Amazon. So that's grapevine. You're hearing it right here. April 24th, some major shit might happen. If it's true, the market's just gonna go like this, just hockey stick vertical off that news. Because when Meta decided to change when Facebook changed their name to Meta, like
that was huge.
Meta, right? Into Meta and stuff like that. I mean, crypto just went like boom, the whole gaming industry shot up. So the NFT industry will probably go back into a bull market at that point. So we basically, if it does happen, like on the 24th, we're going to get an NFT bull market in about a month and some change.
It's going to be crazy to see how their platform operates and to also see how OpenSea competes with them.
Yeah. The main problem with OpenSea is they fucked up, man. They should have had a token out by now. Stupid. It's so dumb. Like right now, the best NFT platform right now is LooksRare because you can own it. It generates income and stuff like that. It is the Pepsi right now. But we'll see. Like, I mean, OpenSea is basically going to have to copy pasta LooksRare. This is why we invest. Shout out to our boys at Mintra and stuff. They essentially forked. They forked LooksRare or putting it on Pulse Chain and stuff. And I think it's going to be the premier NFT platform and stuff like that.
Mintra is going to be huge.
Yeah, Mintra is going to be really huge and stuff. So I'm definitely going to be using. I'll have those guys on the show at some point as well. I think they are coming to Vegas in a month or two or so. Or if not, I'll see if I can Jew my way into making them come over here. Anyway, but yeah, man. What do you think about Texan and ASIC? I don't know. I'll stay away from ASIC. But Texan, I mean, the guys are really nice. Like, I personally just stayed away from it just because it's like not my cup of tea, if I'm being honest, But I think they're good guys, and the coin's done pretty well. The community, invest in community, and you'll do well. I've said that's the long-term vision of it, and the Texas token during the snapshot will probably do pretty well. I mean, Hedron will do well, Pex will do well, the perpetual tokens will do well. I mean, Icosa will do well. I mean, the tokens that are Hex related that have communities are going to pump off of the snapshot because everyone's trying to own the P versions of that because they're probably going to have value. And at some point, most of us are going to be playing on the Pulse chain, not on Ethereum anymore. But the Hex price will still be worth pretty well, but like it'll be more of like people, but just their Hex and Hedron will be doing okay, and every other coin's mostly going to probably be a ghost town. I really predict this. One, you want to hear a prediction? Hex and Hedron are probably going to still be relatively worth very much amount of money and still be traded pretty heavily on the Ethereum chain. Every other stuff is probably going outside of maybe the perpetuals when they pay out or something like that is going to be a ghost town. It's all moving to a Pulse chain. Yeah. So, FYI. When Lambo, actually pretty soon, actually. We're return on flex, you guys.
Return on flex.
Return on flex, man. Me and Charlie gonna start flexing pretty soon. Let me tell you that.
Dude, I remember when you came to the studio, you're like, you want to try on the watch? I was like, can I? And we were in here like cheesing, like trying on your guys' watches. And you're like, yeah, that one's this much, that one's this much. We were like, what? You can like take this back.
You want to know something funny, man? Like the car I got was paid for by Spooky Swap profits.
That's crazy.
Spooky Swap profits.
That's crazy.
Shout out Pussy Gang.
Shout out Pussy Gang.
Pussy Gang, baby. Oath token, baby. That's what I'm saying, man. I would be crazy. I'm not selling my hex right now. What are you crazy? You gotta choose a sacrificial lamb, man. Like the jacket's made of fucking goat. Literally. Literally. I'm the goat, baby. I'm telling you, this is actually made of goat.
Talk your shit, Miguel. Talk your shit.
The meteorite Pepsi's coming. Dude, the one thing I love doing, because I wish someone did this for me. Like, I actually had a pretty famous comedian. I think it was Brian Callen. Brian Callen had a really, really nice Rolex. I saw him in person, and he showed me his Rolex, and it was the first time I've ever seen like a gold roll. He had this exact watch, the Bluesy on, and I was like, I've never wanted to watch in my life, and I saw that, and I was like, wow, it was the coolest shit ever. I was like, I'm getting it. And
that's a flex that you said it's this exact one, and you're telling the story about it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was like, yeah, he had the Bluesy on, the Submariner, and I was like, that shit is so. It was so shiny because the stage lights are hitting you down like this, and it was like such a beautiful watch. You can't help but notice it. You're just like, wow, and yeah, I mean they're a great investment. And watches, as long as you're buying them straight from like the dealer and stuff, or you're buying a rare one or something, they hold their value pretty well.
Better than a car, yeah.
Yeah, better than a car, right? The license plate should be Magic Cat. Dude, that's actually a great
license. Genius.
Yo, hold up. Maybe. Maybe.
Can you throw that on Twitter?
Yo, that's actually a pretty cool that's actually damn, son. Holy fuck. I was gonna use I don't want to say the license. I have an idea for what I was gonna use, but damn, Magic Cat might be.
Oh, it fits. It's only right.
It kind of fits. I ain't gonna lie, dude. That kind of hella fits.
The Magic Cat is the
Magic
Cat.
Man. Oh shit. Damn.
Smooth.
That was smooth, you guys. That actually was pretty fucking lit.
That's a W. That deserves a Pepe.
Hit it, bro.
Xbox achievement, set up a Pepe.
Zerk with the Zar 99, man. What's the predictions on OP and SLV? I think they'll do pretty well. I think OP is going to be chilling out for just a little bit right now, just because Arbitrum's really taking a lot of the shine right now. But the shine will go away, and then it'll be more competitive again. OP has their ecosystem much more fleshed out. The token's been around a lot longer, so you have way less inflation on OP than you have on Arbitrum. Alluvium, on the other hand, as soon as they start main launching the game, that shit's gonna rip, basically. So I'm still predicting like $400 and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, pretty cool shit. Damn, that was a good ass name for the fucking damn son. I got a little son. That shit was pretty cool, man.
Cruising around Vegas. Oh yeah,
man. Sheesh.
Or the community on Twitter will eat that up.
I know, bro.
You'll get a tip for that.
They'll get a tip for that for sure, man. Let me see who came up with that name real quick. I gotta look who said that. Where did I read it? All right, MN Mitch, you're gonna get a. If I end up doing it, bro, I'm gonna send you something special, man. I've said it. There you go, man. Boom.
There you go. Oh, dude, you got the new whip. I got to get you our new utility. It's a ride and style utility. We got fucking air fresheners. We got this right here. I don't know if you want to throw it on the whip or not.
It's
a bumper sticker. It says honk if you're a simp.
Yo, what?
We got headrest
What?
covers for the back of the car seat.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, bro.
So we sent those all out this week. We got a bunch of them. The headrest covers, keychains, bumper stickers, air fresheners. It's just loaded with shit. And then it comes in a nice low custom Redpill Lion bag. But yeah, there's a bunch of people riding around with those in their car right now.
Honk if you're a simp.
You're a simp.
Bro, doesn't that make you look like you're a simp?
No, because people honking at you like move.
Yeah.
If you're honking at me, you're a simp.
Pause. Anyway, I don't know, man. I might be like, I don't know, man.
It's kind of killing the Magic Cat play.
I mean, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind. I don't know, man. I mean, if you give me a little like, air freshener of a line or something, I'll put that in the whip. But
I got you.
Yo, that's a little much for me, dude. I'm sorry, bro.
It's a little too red pill.
It's a little too, yeah.
You're good. I'll get you an air freshener on the way.
That's hilarious, man. But can you show the website one more time, man? In terms of for the Redpill lines and stuff, because like literally like we have like 4 days left on this thing, and I just think it's really cool. I mean, shit, if you can just get one, just so you can be part of the community. But I always say the rule of three when it comes to NFTs, especially if you're not like a person that's really, if you're really into something, you can get more. Like I went crazy on Magic Cats because I wanted a bunch. I like the Redpill line, so I got a bunch. But you also got to remember, you got to be financially responsible, right? If your portfolio's not that big, don't get a bunch. Like literally, I mean, like I'm literally saying this as a third party observer here and stuff, in terms of just like get what you can responsibly get. But I think everyone can get one. I mean, like come on, like because like once they're minted, that's it.
Is your last literal last chance. And then when prices skyrocket, if you want to get in, it's gonna be a lot tougher on that crypto wallet. Definitely, and we do a lot of cool shit, guys. We'd love to have you part of the community.
So who just texted me? Enemy Redpill. Enemy Redpill with the $5 super chat. Check your DMs. Which DM? There's a lot of DMs. But the mint closes April 3rd and stuff like that. And that closes what, Pacific Standard Time, or when does it close?
Eastern Standard Time at midnight.
Gotcha.
Eastern Standard Time.
So he hates us on the Pacific Standard, you guys.
Northeast, baby.
He's like the East Coast is the best coast, right? Like
East Coast, Beast Coast.
But I mean that's really cool, man. I can't wait to see all the other stuff you guys have planned and stuff like that. But where can people follow you, man?
People can follow me on Instagram at Rocky ROCKY Savo SAVO 51 on Twitter. Please follow us on Twitter. We give away a bunch of shit. We're doing a giveaway right now for some Redpill Lions. We're giving away two to holders that retweet some stuff. That is at Redpill Lions NFT. And then our Discord is on our website. It's on our Twitter. If you want to join, if you hold or purchase a Redpill Lion NFT, all you got to do, hop in holder verification in our Discord and just let us know you got one and you're ready to go to get any utility we have to offer. And then, on YouTube as well, youtube.com, Redpill Lions. Also, if you're a holder, you do not have to super chat on our podcast when we have guests like Donovan Sharp, Rolo Tomasi, Dollar Cost Crypto. We have Jesse Lee Peterson coming this in April. You do not have to super chat. Just send a message. If we see that little line PFP and we know who you are, then you will get a free super chat. And we're also killing it on Twitter, not on Twitter, on TikTok. If you want to follow us, Kevin runs our TikTok. We have 30,000 followers on TikTok, and it is at Redpill Lions 4. And we just had a video actually go crazy on Facebook, get 2.6 million views, and then on TikTok, I think we're averaging between 5,000 to 6,000. And we had two videos on TikTok get 1 million views. So we've been killing it.
Damn, dude, that's fucking sick, dude. So definitely go check them out. All their links are in the description box below. And pull up the screen for 1 second. And remember, man, leave your email here for cryptomindsetcourse.com right here /access. Goes live on the 21st of April, and the first classes end up starting at May 6th in the afternoon and stuff. So leave your best email address here, and you trust me, man. If you don't put your email address in here and you don't get that email and stuff like that, you could miss out. And dudes, like, once it's closed, we're not allowing people to get into it anymore. So please be really careful, man. Make sure you're following my official Instagram and Twitter and everything like that. I'm not going to DM you randomly saying, hey, do you still want to get into the course or something like that? 3-4 weeks later, a month later, like we had a bunch of people that end up falling for scammers. Follow our social medias and stuff, and be careful. There's a lot of scammers out here, man. But thank you so much, man. If for some reason Naga's not here in studio tomorrow, I'll just do an AMA tomorrow, as well as I got RH Max coming in on Saturday and stuff. So I'll check you guys later, man. Peace.
Later.